In 1992, the Toronto Blue Jays, for the first time ever outside of the U.S., won the World Series. Absolutely incredible. I'm very happy now to be joined by a member of that team, Blue Jays alumni, Kelly Gruber. Kelly, really nice to have you here again. I want to take you back to that year, 1992. When you guys got together for spring training, did you know in that room, in that dugout, you had a team that could go the distance?
We did, Struds, but let me stop you right there before we get into baseball. Never mind that. I want to talk a little hockey. What's it like George Laraque pounding on him or him pounding on you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, I heard it was like hitting a tree. Come on.
You could say that. You could say that for sure.
Well, that's all I want to know. I don't want to feel it. I just want to hear it.
I love it. I love it.
No, it was great. It was great. You know, I'll tell you, remember that stuff forever. You know, and then the main thing is here's the gist of it all. We played for an entire nation from coast to coast. We were Canada's team. The Expos were already gone, and we travel from coast to coast. When we do, it's like the 911 deal. You know, and it's like, you don't forget it. They know where they were at that time, and it's an amazing thing. It's truly a blessing.
Oh, it's absolutely incredible. Winning a championship anywhere is amazing.
Yeah.
To win that here in Toronto. I mean, I go back to some of the members of that team. I think of Pat Borders, who I believe was the MVP in the final that year. Johnny Olu, Roberto Alomar. I mean, the talent is just incredible. And is there a certain arrogance that's required to win a championship at that level, Kelly?
Well, you know, I wouldn't call it arrogance. I think a lot of people get the two mixed up. There's arrogance and then there's confidence. You know, arrogance obviously is the kind that rubs salt in the wound when they win. Tell everybody if they don't know that we're the best. And then there's the confidence, just going out, knowing that you're going to accomplish it, knowing that you're going to do it, because why? You've prepared. The mind conceives it, it believes it, and gives your body a chance to achieve it. You know, so that's the difference between the two, and it's hard not to get the two mixed up, because when you're playing for an entire country, it's easy to be confident, but also arrogant.
Let's take a look at today's team. I look at a guy like Jose Bautista. And listen, I'm not a baseball expert, but I see a player who's a veteran who looks uncomfortable at the plate. And when you're feeling like that, when it's a stretch drive, you know, do you put that much more pressure on yourself? How do you get out of that situation, Kelly? Because I'm sure that happened in your great career. Well,
no different than you in yours. You know, what do? You revert back to basics. You know, we tend to think too long, and what happens is you think wrong. You know, you just revert to basics. You go back to the ABCs of what got you there, and you keep it simple. You know, the old KISS method: keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah,
you know, don't outthink it, because when you're up there thinking, you're not reacting, and that's what goes on a lot of times when you're in a slump. And you go into a slump, 162-game schedule in 175 days. You will have more than just one slump, and it's a matter of staying forward with it and keep moving and not feeling all of that crazy feelings that come inside of you, and all the doubts, and you know, you just want to stay away from that. But it's preparation and believing that you're going to do it, and then staying in the now.
Well, let's extend that to the rest of the team, because the Blue Jays, you know, they have been somewhat struggling. Did get a win last night, trying to get back on that track, and in a tough fight with the Orioles, who seem to hit only home runs. You got the young Yankees that are coming up, and you got the Red Sox. I mean, what would be your advice if you're sitting in that room with this group that's trying to accomplish something fantastic this year?
It's the same dimensions you played when you opened up in April as it will be in the World Series. As it will be in the World Series. See, I'm already telling them you're going to be there. They've got to believe it, but it's the same dimensions on that field. You play it the same way. You do the same things. The excitement starts flowing. The adrenaline starts flowing. You tend to get out of your realm and try to do too much. And just remember, play the small ball. Do the little things. When you do the little things, big things happen. And that's the deal. Don't get caught up, you know, in all the hype and what's going on. Stay in the moment, and you know, just manage it and focus. Stay focused, and do the little things.
I love that. That's great advice. Now, I've got to ask you about your first ever hockey game. You gave me a little bit of a hard time at the beginning. Do you have great memories of your first hockey game? I'm interested to know.
Oh, I do. Believe me, you know, down in Texas, well, especially in Austin, Dallas is a little bit different. We consider that Oklahoma. It's so far north. But, you know, they have hockey there. And we used to have the Arrows. Gordy was in Houston when I was a kid. I think I caught maybe one game, but don't remember that. And my one that I do remember, one of my first ones was in the old Maple Leaf Gardens, and we were playing ball. Obviously, not at this time when we went to the hockey game. Yeah. And I took Fred McGriff. He didn't want to go. I told him, I said, no, I'm not asking you. I'm telling you, let's go. And he said, okay. And you know, he's this gentle giant. I mean, this guy is like sculptured like a god, you know. Yeah. And he's like, go away, you know, and he's just, he's a classic. Anyway, so we're sitting there. We had great seats, and all of a sudden I'm seeing these things fly past us, and it's like, what's that? And then Freddie, go, what is that? Whoa, what is that? You know, and it's like, I'm not sure. And then they said, oh, those are peanut shells. So, why are they throwing that at me? What? I said, because they like you, Fred. Just be quiet. Don't do that. So I waited until after the game, and I told him, I said, you know, Fred, they're not used to seeing black folks in there. Yeah. In that thing, and especially at that time.
Sure, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
And of course he thought it was funny. He's such a good-natured guy. Sure. You know, he's one of my best friends. You know, and it was so funny to go. But I tell you what, I have tremendous praise and respect for you guys. What you guys do on the ice, we have ice in our glass. You're not skating on that, much less fighting, and. For you guys to do that, wow, it's just like the first time, man, I can't believe how you guys skate from forwards, backwards, sideways, this way, that way, and then go to fighting. It's like, forget about the puck. It's like, you know, and that stuff hurts when you fall, but tremendous respect for you hockey players.
Well, I'll tell you what, Clay, I want to thank you for taking time, because I was a huge fan of yours. Your third baseman, I loved it. I loved your hair, too. I always wanted to have long hair. You're still rocking it. That looks absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. It's still there. It's a little gray, but it's still there.
Well, thanks for taking time. Enjoy your trip across Canada. People are going to love to see you, and travel safe.
Thank you for having me.
All right, absolutely fantastic. Kelly Gruber, one of my favorite players from that 1992 World Series champion team. And you remember, he had the long blonde hair. He played so hard. I absolutely loved him. We're going to take a quick break here so I can get calmed down. When we come back, we've still got lots more coming on tonight's edition of Dinner Television. Go Jays. If that doesn't get you pumped up, I don't know what will.